Cute Bernie rockin' mittens goes viral. The curfew in Montreal is going to be extended, and find out how much it costs for Fran Drescher and Joey Fatone to wish you a happy birthday. All that and more on Montreal Mornings with Vinny, Shannon, and Adam.
Did you guys feel like the week went fast, or is it just me? Or am I alone on that? Maybe
you know
I'm
what?
alone.
Every day kind of meshes into one another. What about you, Adam?
Same. Much like 2020, I feel like it's going very slowly, but also like January's almost done.
Right?
Yeah. Well, yesterday my fiance was like, "Oh, I'm so excited for our weekend together," and I said, I'm kind of over that whole.
Weekend thing?
Well, we wait Monday to Friday every day, just waiting for the weekend, as if there's something that we're going to do on the weekend that we can't do during the weekdays. And really, for us, the morning show, the only thing that's different on the weekends is we can sleep in longer than 4 a.m.
Is well worth it.
Yeah.
But it's funny you mention that, Shan, because I have a 2.5-year-old in daycare, and during the week, I love my daughter, but it's like we only have our 1-year-old, and it's kind of nice and peaceful.
Yeah.
Saturday rolls around, I'm like, oh man, what are we going to do with her today?
Well, here's the challenge that we're personally trying to do, or I'm personally trying to do, is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, do the things that you would do on the weekend to make your weeks more enjoyable. Look forward. Like right now, I want to be of the mindset of I can't wait for Tuesday. Why? I don't know. Find something great to do on Tuesday. Like, why do we always just wait for the Saturday, Sunday?
Okay, well,
That's that spirit,
yeah,
Shan.
that's not bad. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
The only person I know who's not excited for the weekend.
I think
is Shan Kid.
you should make T-shirts like "Live for Tuesday." You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
It's original. Nobody's done it before.
You guys will get one? You'll get one?
Probably
Nobody's
not.
ever cared about Tuesday.
You're right.
Yeah.
Tuesday doesn't get enough love.
Let's show Tuesday some love on a Friday.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, it's going to be a fun. What day is it again? Oh, yeah, it's Friday. So, an announcement yesterday by Premier Legault said the curfew, guys, it might go longer than February 8th. It might be extended.
He said if the hospitals don't change and they look the way they do right now, it's going to go longer.
You
Oh my
know what?
God.
I'll tell you, I'm fine with it. I've already been mentally paced for curfew until June.
June?
I'm just getting ready for anything over here.
Are you guys like me when you heard the curfew? You're like, whatever, man. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything anyways.
Seriously.
Like, I don't care. But I know yesterday I was talking to one of my wife's cousins who's like 21, 22. For them, it's really tough because remember at that age you had more of a social life and you saw your friends a little more.
Yeah.
They have to understand the situation, obviously.
I was a nerd. I didn't have a lot of friends.
If your curfew was before 4 a.m., you were a loser. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do?
We used to leave the house at midnight.
Yeah.
But the numbers have dropped by about 1,000 or so. So he says the curfew is working because it's enforcing less gatherings.
Well,
but
sure it is. Of course it is. We got to keep this up. It's funny
Keep
when
it
I
up.
walk to work, the amount of people I see coming out of their house at 5:01. I'm like, calm down. Yeah, they're like, I gotta get out. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be all right.
they're ready. They're at the front door like they're starting a sprint. They're
Yeah,
like, all right,
exactly.
ready. 1, 2,
I'm not used to seeing all these people
Actually,
pop out.
You know what? On the roads, when you're driving in around like 5:15, it's crazy how many people there are because they're just waiting. They're
Very
not
excited.
going anywhere. They're just like, yes, I'm out of my house.
Yay! I get to leave my wife and kids. All right, guys, you know what time it is?
It's time to play. Yes or BS.
Oh, I'm sure by now you've seen like 100 memes of Bernie Sanders just sitting in the metro here in Montreal, walking down or sitting on St. Catherine Street, and it's because he was at the inauguration, and there was a funny picture of him just sitting there.
Well, everyone's
chilling.
dressed wearing their finest attire, and Bernie Sanders got a jacket on from 1996, a pair of mittens that look like they've been through the ringer. But the funny story about those mittens, I don't know if you guys know, but they were gifted to Bernie Sanders when he was running years ago for presidency, and they were given to him by a kindergarten teacher. She made them for him, and he has been wearing them ever since. He has steadfast kept those mittens.
Yeah, he hasn't shown his hands in 6 years.
He doesn't care.
It looks like he's got little claws because the way they're all misshapen and whatnot.
By the way, he got asked why he didn't why he was dressed like that at the inauguration.
You know, in Vermont, we dress warm. We know something about the cold, and we're not so concerned about good fashion. We want to keep warm.
God
And
bless him.
That's what I did today.
Yes, you did.
He's so sweet. He's just sitting there casually. Let's learn about him.
First question, yes or BS. You can play along too. You can text us 999 on Bernie Sanders. He was cut from his high school basketball team.
Oh, Bernie.
Yes or BS?
Yes, probably.
Tough to dribble a ball with those mittens, you know? I would say yes.
It is yes, and he says it was a big disappointment in his life. He really, really wanted to make the basketball
You know who
team.
else was cut from their high school basketball team?
Oh.
Michael Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So it doesn't mean anything, really.
Exactly.
Exactly. He recorded an album in the late 80s.
Bernie?
Yes or BS?
You know what? He's got that hippie vibe. I'm going to say yes.
Please say yes, and please say you have it.
I don't have it. I looked. It is yes.
Wow.
5 tracks. He only sold a few hundred copies in the
What?
80s. If somebody can dig some audio up on this,
Yo, I'm finding
please.
it.
I know Shannon's going to spend.
Yeah.
Please, Shan, do what you got to do.
The album's called We Shall Overcome. Stay tuned. We'll play a little bit of that later.
Yes or BS on Bernie Sanders. He loves Celine Dion and ABBA. Yes or BS?
You know, I can see him having a very wide, broad range of musical tastes. I'm going to say yes.
I'll say yes, too.
It is yes. He loves disco too. Big ABBA fan.
Watch Bernie.
With the mittens in the air.
Watching the Bernie sing.
And stick around, too, because I found Bernie Sanders' song if you
God
want to hear
bless
it.
No
Yeah.
way. Okay, wait. We'll get to our last question. I want to hear that so bad. And finally, a biopic of his life is in the works, and up for the role is actually Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi playing Bernie Sanders?
Yes. Can't you see that?
Yes. I say yes.
I could never see anyone play Bernie Sanders other than Larry David.
Yeah.
But I'll say yes just for the bit.
It's BS.
Okay.
I think it could work. Do you have the song, Chad?
I do. I hope he sings in it. This is called We Shall Overcome
Okay, here
from
we go.
Bernie Sanders back in the day.
Golden Valley,
Oh, yeah.
and that on this earth there will be peace,
He's not really singing.
there
though.
will be justice,
Give him a chance.
there will be human brotherhood.
Sing it, Bernie.
Okay.
Come on,
a
Bernie,
hit.
bring it home. Oh, that's
Wow.
it?
That's it. That's all you get for now.
Really?
I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna
I thought we
kick
were
in.
going into like a Sweet Caroline over
Listen,
there.
it's like spoken word, and I don't know if he drops the F-bomb. It's too risky. He might break into a rap for all we know. Bernie is just a wild card.
That's yes or BS on Bernie Sanders. You mentioned Larry David. Love when he plays it.
Not a
So-
fan of the banks. They trample on the middle class. They control Washington. And why do they chain all their pens to the desks? Who's trying to steal a pen from a bank?
All right, guys, we have to move on to some sad news. Dave Chappelle tested positive for COVID-19.
No.
It's funny because he has it's not funny, but he has a special out. I think it's on Netflix. And he's doing comedy outside with like 200 people. They're all masked up.
Yeah.
It's like near where he lives or something.
But they're all spread out.
Yeah.
No. There was a picture of him with like Elon Musk and a couple other celebrities just a couple days prior to us hearing that he has COVID, and none of them were wearing masks, and they're all just like taking a picture with their arms over each other. Granted, it might be a completely different scene in LA than it is in Quebec, but it's weird to see people not wearing masks hugging.
I know, right? That's the first thought that goes through your head. Like, what? He doesn't have any symptoms at all, but he's staying quarantined,
Good.
and we wish him the best. Some good news, by the way. Gigi Hadid, Zayn Malik, they shared the name of their new daughter. It's Kai.
Ah.
Like
Kai.
like Cobra Kai.
I like that they named her daughter that because I know a guy named Kai. He's from Australia.
Australia. Yeah.
Okay, U.S. President Joe Biden. Doesn't it feel good to say that?
Yes, it does.
He removed this red button that was on the desk in the White House. That button probably way back in the day was used to set off a nuclear reaction or detonate a bomb. But Trump,
Excuse me. Could you get me a Diet Coke?
that's what he turned
Really?
it into. Donald Trump
Are
had
you
a
kidding?
red button on his desk. He would press it, and a White House butler would bring him a Diet Coke. And Joe Biden was like, nah, we got to remove that. That's not the only thing he's done in his first day in office, but he definitely removed the Diet Coke button.
So sad.
Yeah, so sad. So is this documentary that's apparently going to come out. Britney Spears advocates, if you're like me, free Britney. The documentary is called Framing Britney Spears.
People became fascinated with her sort of unraveling.
How we treated her was disgusting.
She accepted the conservatorship was going to happen, but she didn't want her father to be conservative. Anytime there's that amount of money to be made, you have to question the motives of everyone.
Why is her dad making all of her decisions? Why is she still in this?
This looks really good, Chad.
It does. It's going to be on FX and Hulu. So Hulu you can't get here, but don't worry. You know I'll hook you up. I'll make sure you know where to find it and all
You're
that
all over
jazz.
this.
Yeah, February 5th.
Nice.
What you can get here are The Simpsons. And I don't know if you have seen any of this over the past couple of years. The Simpsons literally predict
Crazy.
the future every single episode.
Crazy.
They've predicted Kamala Harris's purple inauguration outfit, even with the pearl necklace. Fans pointed out that Lisa Simpson wore a similar outfit during a 2000s episode. During the episode, Lisa is also taking office after a Trump presidency?
What?
Excellent question. Yes, I am proud to be America's first straight female president. Now, in conclusion, my administration will focus on the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and refilling the ocean. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, literally
Same.
the outfit is the exact same. The necklace is the same.
Just like Lady Gaga's outfit was the same as the Hunger Games. Did you see that?
The whole thing is mind-boggling. Actually, there's a bunch of stuff that they predicted.
Really?
Like Kobe
It's
Bryant.
really scary.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant. Trump even going down the escalator or up the escalator wearing the same thing.
Listen, if you want to talk about time travel, hit me up. I totally believe in it. That Simpsons creator has gone back and forth. He's screwing with all of us.
Yeah, you can go down a rabbit hole if you Google it and you go on YouTube. You can see all the stuff they predicted. It is crazy. Recap rap right now.
Vin, drop the beat.
Yes, okay. Let's
Turn it up. Come on.
Hey, all right.
Let's go. It's the recap rap. Oh yeah, we got a new prez. VP with that MTL Connect. Another breakup for Ben Affleck. J-Lo's performance can't get no respect like. The Tiger King's still locked down, but Weezy and Kodak are allowed out. Betty's 99, that's a palindrome. Wow, Dua Lipa's not pregnant. Everybody calm down. Naked Gun come back with Neeson. Timberlake's new son name is Phineas. Space Jam 2 in July, this is serious. Claire Crawley's love is delirious. But at least the world's now smitten. Like a cone on Shannon's kitten. That's a recap rap, I'm splitting. Like a cute Bernie, rock those mittens. Cute Bernie, rock those mittens. Cute Bernie, rock those mittens. That's a recap rap, I'm splitting. Cute Bernie, rock those mittens. Hey!
Rock those mittens.
I got
Rock
chills.
those mittens.
Oh my
Right?
God.
Rock those mittens.
Cute Bernie,
Rock those mittens.
Hey!
Guys, anybody else feeling a little older these days? I don't know about you.
I feel like it's aged me like 100 years.
That's the thing.
I feel like a year older.
Yes,
Just about
technically.
maybe like 10 months.
But I'm looking at pictures of myself like before this whole thing started in March, and
yeah.
I'm like, man, I see like a gray hair, and I'm like, is it the pandemic, the stress, the lockdown?
Listen,
Is it the fact that you have 2 children?
That's another part of it.
I have to say, though, in the friendliest, non-creepiest way possible.
Oh, there you go.
Vinny, I've seen pictures of you in the past, and I feel like you're actually looking better with age.
My wife says that, but I don't believe her. I think it's just people just trying to be nice.
Speaking of age, happy birthday, Alex, turning 7 on Sunday. We wish you a very happy birthday. If I could go back to being 7. The other day, I found my first crow's feet wrinkle by my laugh lines by my eyes. And I remember when I was young, I used to be so naive, and I'd say, oh, why do people complain about wrinkles? I can't wait. It'll show that
you
you've
hate
lived
them.
a life, and you've laughed, and you've had a great time. No, I want Botox. Seriously.
And I know, how do you feel? Do you feel like you've aged a little bit?
You know, something that I ask older people, like, you know, my dad or even my grandparents' age, I say, do you feel mentally the same way you did, let's say, when you were in high school? Because now, at the age of 33, I still feel like that kid.
Like a young kid.
You know, and I sort of feel that way. I don't know if I look older. I mean,
You've got a
literally
kid, though.
no facial hair whatsoever, and so that's the same as high school.
The kid, though, the kid will do it. The kid will do it.
That's the thing. Like, we're all relatively the same age, and I feel like I am so much younger than the both of you because I don't have kids, and I have like nightmares about like forgetting about the child, and then they're hungry and stuff, and they're in the basement, and I totally forgot about them. Like, it's a sign. Don't have kids, Shannon. You guys are so much older than me. I feel like I'm 15 still, frozen in time.
The thing is with kids, they age you because you get less sleep, and you start taking care of yourself less and taking care more of them. So it starts to affect your body.
So if you're as old as you feel, how old are you, Vinny?
I feel like I'm 48. I'm just getting up from the chair sometimes. I can feel it in
You're
my
more
leg.
like 65.
Yeah, but guys, have you heard of Cameo? This is where you can actually pay a celeb to send a private message, whether it's a birthday message. I've even heard some artists paid or got paid to break up with somebody through Cameo.com.
Or like propose. You can get someone, like if your wife loves a certain celebrity, they can do the proposal for you.
So I like to play a game. This is called Cameo Price is Right.
Oh,
cool.
I'm going to tell you some celebs that are on Cameo. You can go to Cameo.com. You guys are going to guess how much they charge. Now, to give you a bit of context, Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray.
Oh my God.
He charges like $80 or something for a message,
so
which is
more
pretty
on the
cheap.
Lower end.
Expensive is like Caitlyn Jenner, over $2,000. I think it's about $2,500 if you want a message.
Okay, so that's the most expensive Cameo.
So that's to give you a bit of an idea.
So we have to guess the under, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Price is Right, Cameo edition. James Vanderbeek from Dawson's Creek. How much do you think he charges for a cameo, Shan?
Oh boy, I know he's big in the directing world, but in acting, no one really cares about him anymore. So if Mark McGrath is 80, I'm going to say James Vanderbeek would be 110.
Yeah, I would probably say 250.
250 is right.
On the dot?
Welcome.
Whoa.
Wow.
His value was high at one point, Shan. 250.
On the dot. That's cool.
Fran Dresser, you remember she played the nanny.
It's more of a dresser?
What did I say?
Yeah.
Dresser?
Dresser.
Dress.
You
Oh,
said
Dresser. Fran Dresser.
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 Okay, man, I'm trying to always compare with Mark McGrath. Like, is she bigger or less big than Mark McGrath if he's $80? Fran Drescher would be $85.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
See, now here, this is my logic, is like she is maybe less popular than a James Vanderbeek per se, but she's more of a thing, you know?
With the laugh.
She's iconic.
I'm going to go 215.
$500 for Fran Dresser. I thought that was quite expensive,
I said
actually.
85. Sorry about that, Fran.
This is Price is Right Cameo edition. Cameo.com. These celebs can send you a private message. Jerry Springer, how much do you think he charges?
Oh, that's got to be expensive.
Jerry,
no, wait, I got him confused with Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, no, he
Jerry
wouldn't be on
Springer?
there.
Oh, but that is epic. I would say for a shout out from him, it would be about $600.
I'll go with 425.
135. He's less than Fran Drescher. And finally, Cameo Price is Right. This is fun. These are actual celebs who will send you a message. Joey Fatone from Joey Fatone, if you want a personalized message. How much are you paying? By the way, this is American, eh? I forgot to mention that. These are American prices.
Joey Fatone shout out on Cameo would cost roughly $350.
I think Joey Fatone is quite excited.
350.
Are you saying that's low or
I
that's
think it's actually quite high.
Yeah.
Listen, Chris Kirkpatrick would be like $10.
I would say Joey Fatone's doing a lot on TikTok. He's getting out there. He's with the people. I'm calling like 125.
$200
Wow.
for Joey Fatone.
Oh my God.
Okay, actually, you want one more? Carol Baskin.
Yes.
Carol Baskin. You can get a message from Carol
topical.
Baskin.
So hot right now.
Cameo.com.
She's a hot item.
How much do you think she cost?
I think it would cost $800.
I'm going 300.
$299 for Carol.
Wow.
I know, right?
I got two pretty close,
You
man.
can go to Cameo.com if you want more prices on D-list celebrities.